All right. We are coming back to you from mid-Ohio here with Sly Fox Performance DrifterCross, our first ever AMA sanctioned event right here in mid-Ohio. Had a little trouble with our previous stream, but we are back coming at you live now. We're coming off of a 10-minute cool down. All right, riders. Our 10-minute cool down is coming to an end. We are going to get back to the action in just a few moments. Get by your bikes, get ready, and we're going to throw down again. Coming into our competition finals to crown our first ever AMA champion.
We can just go, whoop, I can bring a DI box, then go into the DI, and then I can go out, and then you have one wireless. If you're around his tent, mine's about to get another fucking just started tent. I'm like, wait a minute, I gotta No, for sure. I also, like, the one I bought, with all the radio,
All right, I'm seeing riders getting staged by their bikes down there, getting ready to throw down. Guys, we are whittling away at this thing. We are getting close to nailing down who is going to come out on top, our first ever AMA DrifterCross champion. Is it going to be Corey Tasinski? I don't know. Is it going to be Al Jimis? Could be. Gabe Scott moving up into that top 3. Trey don't play. Bumping down to 4. All of them got a shot at this thing. Any one of them could take this thing home. We got a whole pack of riders sitting behind them that are ready to take a shot at it. Everybody's going to let everything hang on the line. We got a championship belt to hand out here. Who doesn't want a killer championship belt? Track is going hot. If you're the first one up, let's get you up here on the line, and it is time. All right, making his way up to the starting line is Trey Don't Play. Coming at us from Vulgar USA. These guys pound on their stuff. They make parts for your stunt bike. Check them out. They're out here beating on the stuff that they sell. Trey is on the launch. Our first pass of competition eliminations is underway. Front end bouncing up off the ground there as he throws himself back in the seat, giving that bike every little bit of bite he can. Up on the seat, coming into obstacle 3 for that right-handed drift. We are hot and heavy on the brakes, setting up that left-handed slide, coming into that straightaway through that beautiful DrifterCross banner. Rolling out of that left-handed donut. Trey is on that brake, setting himself up. Beautiful run for Trey. Hitting the course right now is Tyler. Violent wheelies out here throwing down on the DrifterCross course. Obstacle number 2, that right-handed donut. He is through it with ease, making this thing look simple. Skilled rider here. Sliding around, lost a little bit of speed coming out of turn 3. On that back stretch, on the brake hard, setting himself up for that final ride. It stuck just a little bit on him, cost him a little bit of time right there. He's got 2 more runs to clean that up.
I know what happened on the race.
You know what it might
We
be?
got to take 7 seconds off.
Okay, can you do the math on that when you get a chance? That was what
36.8
for him? 36.8 for Tyler. 36.8. Al Jimis on the line now, launching that Dyna. Coming out of here, that big Harley barking and screaming as it hits that back straight. He's all over this thing. Sliding that thing, you just see a bright white sneaker doing it. Another beautiful right-handed donut by Al. He was quick around that one. Man, Al is on a mission. That left-handed, cutting a tight line on that. Down through the straightaway, left-handed donut out in that back turn. On it, sets his spot, picks his line, brings it on home through the starting. $33.5 for Al. Anything after that? 5 what? 33.5. 33.557 for Al. 33.557, staying real consistent from where we've seen him all day. He's been on the mark pretty well. Not making a lot of mistakes. Al's staying very consistent and very clean out here. Up on the line now, we got Jordan coming at us from Cassian Cycles. 18-year-old kid, been drifting Harleys for 2 months, and he's out here trying to take food out of the big dog's dishes. Listen to that thing purr out back, round that right-handed donut in obstacle 3. Keeping this thing up in RPM, keeping it singing, slides that thing out to the left, shoots through our DrifterCross overhead there. Oh, just missed his mark a little bit coming into that. He's got a few more runs to clean that up. All in all, not a bad run here for Jordan. Comes through the finish line sideways, tire blazing, twin cam screaming. Cassian Cycles, nice work. 38.9 for Jordan on that one. 38.9. On the line now, we got Cyrus Diaz. Cyrus Diaz said, just let it take a break and I'll fire it back up. It's fine. Launching the Pink Pig right now, swinging that thing on that left-handed sweep out back, just kind of rolled it into one fluid motion. Sets himself up for that right-handed drift out back. On the brakes hard, coming into obstacle 3 here for that right-handed drift. Sliding this thing to the left, flinging himself off of the bike. All over the place on that thing. It looks like they're barely in control, but they know exactly what they're doing out here. On the horsepower, coming through the finish line, Cyrus Diaz. Wrapping it up with a 37.8 for Cyrus Diaz. 37.8. On the line right now, we got Gabe Scott, that lone bagger. Gabe stuck his finger in the cookie jar, ended up at 3rd place earlier. Swinging that thing around out there in turn 2, that right-handed donut. Brakes are locked up, sliding another right-handed out there in the 3rd obstacle. Brings it on down that short straight. Carrying speed through the corner on the throttle. Sets himself up for that left-handed donut. Right here on the final turn on the horsepower, flying out the gate, Gabe Scott. Making it look easy on the big bagger. 33.9 for Gabe Scott, 33.9. Coming up next, we got our champion from Daytona, Bike Week down there earlier this year. We got Corey Tasinski coming out on a new-to-him Dyna. Is it even your bike? Stretches, right? Coming out on stretches, Dyna. Corey said, bro, I got this. This thing, let me have it. Fires up the Stretch Dyna. Stretch, his buddy who loaned him this bike, a former competitor of DrifterCross. We saw him in Daytona, Florida. Hope to see him back again. Corey on the starting line. Visor down. Doing his thing, getting set. Feeling out the launch. Getting himself a nice little clean patch to leave on, maybe. Little bit of tire spin on that thing, and he hooked it back up. He is flying like a rocket around that back left. Gets that tire hooked up midway through the back straightaway, and that thing was gone. Shoots out here to obstacle 3, another right-handed thing. This thing is on a mission. If I was Corey, I don't think I'd give this thing back to Stretch. I think I'd hang on to it. Seems like a pretty good bike. It's a ripper. Coming through our finish line.
It's security.
Security looking like they got some insecurities out here. That was a brilliant move.
After our first round of race play. First.
After one round of competition eliminations, I've got some results for us here. I've got Al Jimis sitting number 1 right now with a 33.557. In second place, you got it at a 33.659. In second place, I got Trey Sparks, the man sitting on the line right now, getting some good news, 33.659. And sitting in third place right now, I got Gabe Scott on the big bagger at 33.998. I got Corey Tasinski right on his heels with a 34.4. We know Corey can shave some time off of that. We've seen him out here. All these guys capable of finding their line, working out the bugs. They're going to get faster as it goes on. We got 2 rounds of competition eliminations left, and we're going to see these guys keep on pushing these bikes. We are ready to rock here. We got Trey Sparks on the line, moving into our second round of competition eliminations here. We got one big bad belt we're going to throw on the winner of this deal and crown an AMA DrifterCross champion. Taking stunt riding from parking lots to big spots out here at Mid-Ohio Raceway. Track is hot as Longhorn pulls the lone cone out of the way. Waiting for the go-ahead. Trey thinking this thing through. Trey is out on that back stretch, rolling into turn number 2, right-handed donut, kicks it on out, heading out to barrel 3 there. Another right-hander. Making it look easy, keeping it clean. Trey's got one thing in mind, and it's tying this thing up and winning this deal. And the way he is riding shows it. We are coming through our finish line under power, moving fast. Let's talk to him. See when he wants to go. We can't make him go.
We can't make him go. He can either not run it or.
Trey. Yeah, I know. I'm as stoked as you are.
That was fast, bro.
I know.
That was flying. What does that mean? Is it good to go again, or is it just a throw and come run?
We're not going to take it away.
Yeah, that's good. That's what I was figuring. So we just need another rerun. Yeah, okay. That was a solid
All right, we had a little hiccup here, so you're going to see Trey back up on the line. Sometimes things are a little out of our control. All we can do is move forward the best we can. Rider made a choice, and this is what we're going to have to go with here. It's the best we can do. Trey is back on the line. Trey don't play from Vulgar, USA.
That's not a big deal. This shit happens, but it does suck.
It's his transponder.
You got a transponder issue.
Kill him. Kill him. Nope.
We're gonna switch him to 7100888. And he goes at the end.
Alright.
So here's the transponder telling you get over here. We gotta fix it. That's all we can do. Hold on. Actually run through the loop. Actually don't, because we don't have it. Alright, we're gonna fix this issue.
Oop, right behind you.
Alright.
Don't do a run. Yeah.
I just handed it to you.
That first one was fast as fuck. I'm so sorry. Your visor was still up with no.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Gotcha.
I just don't want you to get your balls busted by them.
Yeah, alright. Gotcha. Thank you.
So sorry we're having issues. Of course,
Oh,
it fucking comes down to this.
No, you're good, man.
All day.
I know. And now it's like, you can have these at the end of the day. They're freshies. No hand dry.
All right, we're gonna get back to the action as quick as we can here. Little attention to detail on the timing system right quick here, and we will be back at action. Take a good minute here to thank some of our sponsors. We got Black Widow Investigations coming on board this year, and they even brought a rider out for this. We got Rekluse Clutches, Lexington. Guys make these handy little air pumps, little 12-volt source. They got all kinds of killer products. Check them out, Lexington. We got Min Speed Shop setting us up with all this fancy banner work that you see here, the truss work, and a lot of the apparel you're going to see on the riders and the track crew, supported and supplied by Min Speed Shop. And hey, man, they can make your bike faster and cooler too. Sly Fox Performance, title sponsor, responsible for putting this whole deal on. They offer a line of carbon fiber for baggers, lowriders. They've got hard parts, foot control, hand control, risers, handlebars, you name it, they got it. The AMA coming on board as a sanctioning body for DrifterCross. They saw what we're doing here, said, hey, we want to be a part of it. And tonight we are going to crown our first AMA DrifterCross champion. wants to go for it now. I can't believe it. What? Yeah, that one wasn't reading. We tried to wave him down partway through. So we got it. It should be fixed now. But
Yeah, we're good.
cool, man. Appreciate you. Coming back at us, visor down, ready to rock, setting this thing on the line. Trey don't play. Beautiful hole shot out of there. Trey swinging it around that left corner, looking good, looking fast, laying that thing down. Turn 2, that right-handed donut. Trey putting it all out there. He wants that number 1 spot. Trey saw that belt, eyes got big, he needs it. Left-handed fire right there. Making his way on back out to that left-handed donut, shooting across that back straight. The Dyna is hooked up, ready to roll. Final spot, all over the throttle. Trey rolls through. He's gonna be so pissed. 34-0 for Trey right there. 34-0. Little hiccup at the end. He's going to clean that thing up. We know we'll see him back up here again. Up on the line now, we got Tyler. Violent Wheelies on Instagram. Puts that sweet Dyna mag up on that starting line. Clutches out. Brake locked up, sets himself up for that left-handed drift, flying across that back stretch out there. Into turn 2 for that right-handed donut. On the horsepower coming out of there. Obstacle 3, that right-hander. All over it, the tire smoking, rev limiter banging. The Dyna is doing its thing. Straight on back, hits that left-handed donut. Tyler looking good on this run. We've seen him chip away at it throughout the day here, get the hang of the bike, the course, all of it, shooting through. Not good. All right, for everybody at home, we got Al Jimis on the line here. Al, how you feeling, man? You're sitting real good right now.
Well, it's starting to cool off a little bit. The sun's been hot all day. Yeah, and I'm just getting hungry, to be honest. A couple more minutes there, and I'm about to go hit the taco shop.
Hungry for that gold belt?
Yeah. More hungry for some good food. They're going to be grilling back at the trailer when I get back.
All right, all right. Sweating it out here, the Dyna building heat. This is extremely hard on these bikes. The beating they take, air-cooled motors out here. Some might have an external oil cooler on them, but man, these things take a pounding. What do you got in this thing that helps keep it together?
Faith. A lot of faith. And of course, I can't forget Fred. Fred Stewart helped me build this bike. He's a great friend, and also, hey, all the supporters, you know.
Yeah.
Just keeps the vibes going, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to keep this event
The
going.
boys back home, it's a team effort. Doing everything you can out here. It's a beautiful bike.
I don't know how much longer it's going to last, but hopefully by the end of the season or the end of this event, it'll be good.
Still rocking the 88?
Absolutely not. This thing's spiced up.
What do we got in it?
Just a little bit of head work, a couple little secret tricks.
Fred's little secrets mixing up in Al's Dyna out here. One gorgeous bike, brings it out here, pounds on it for us, puts on a show. This is a little different pipe than we see on a lot of the bikes here. Let's hear about that.
That's a Toast Performance pipe. This is by far, I mean, I gained a lot of power by putting this pipe on my bike, but most importantly, see how high that sweeps? Never touch the belly of that pipe.
Yeah, Al's got...
If you're going into these corners tight like this, you need something that's really high. The Basanis weren't cutting it. I went through 3 pipes last year, and when I found this Toast pipe, I had to have it.
Gotcha. Al's got all the ground clearance going on here, crash protection. Got a nice shock package on the bike. This thing is set up, doing its thing, out here rocking. All right, coming back at you here, Al Jimis on the line, who we talked to for just a minute here. Had a little track prep deal we were working with. We got Al on the line. Wanted to give a shout out to the boys back home. A lot of these bikes garage built. It's a team effort. There's no I in team. We all know that. We learned that a long time ago. It's a sick little saying, though. Al is off. Nice clean launch for Al. Keeps the thing hooked up. Ripping around that back corner. Out into turn 2. Al is looking good around that right-hander. He's got those things locked down. Shoots on into it. All over the power from Fred back home. That toast pipe screaming. On the back straight. Coming through the finish line under power. Al Jimis rolling through.
He didn't have his transponder on.
34,109 for Al. 34,109. Jordan from Case and Cycles on the now. Jordan heads on out here. He's on the back stretch, rolling into obstacle 2. Jordan having a blast out here, chipping away at this thing. 18-year-old kid crushing it out here on a Harley. Guys like this are going to be the future of this sport. You watch, this thing's going to keep on growing. These guys are going to move out of lots. They're going to come to legitimate, organized things like DrifterCross here. Little extra something out there from Jordan. Not what he was looking for, but he made something out of it. Through the finish line. 42.6 with a couple of oopses. right, taking a minute here. Taking a quick minute to maintain a couple things out there on the track. We saw Jordan clip that barricade out back, so we're going to get that set again, keep it nice and clean for all of our other competitors. One of our inflatables here is getting a little sad in the evening. Temperature's dropping. Maybe the pressure dropped a little bit, but look at that thing. It's coming back up, standing tall. Alex Fox said, give me the tools. I'll put the work in, get this thing back in tip-top shape. Alex of Sly Fox Performance, one of our guys responsible for bringing this whole thing to life right here. Once we get things wrapped up here, we're going to have Cyrus Diaz getting us back underway. We are seconds away from going hot here. Track prep taken care of. Cyrus planning his route. Visor down. Whole shot launch off to that left-handed drift, coming around that straight. Rolls it into obstacle number 2 there. That tight right donut, which swings you back out, sets you up for spot 3 here. Another Sly Fox barricade out there. Another donut. Kicking this thing. Kicks it left, kicks it wide. Slamming gears. Cyrus Diaz brings it across the finish line here. $37.7 for Cyrus Diaz on that one. $37.7. On the line now, that big bagger you hear barking over there is none other than Gabe Scott on the Sly King Road King. Our lone bagger out here. Skinny tire bike. The stunt guys love those skinny tire baggers. Gabe's off to a whole shot launch. Brings that thing around left. Swings it on out to the right. We are rocking and rolling. Brings it in for that tight left. Floorboards all over the ground. Bike scraping. Gabe says, whatever, trying to go fast. I ain't got time for that. Stop. Gabe Scott across the finish line. $33.753 for Gabe on the big bagger. That is hauling. Rolling up to the line next, we got Corey Tasinski, like we mentioned before. Corey Tasinski, a former champ, took home the gold down in Daytona at DrifterCross. Hoping to see Corey maybe at our next stop in Sturgis. Corey running across that back stretch, hits that brake mark, sets that thing up for that right-handed drift. Corey is absolutely on a sick one out here, laying it out for all of you to enjoy. Swinging it left, looking for some speed. See that bike taking every bit of bump and every little thing this track has to offer out there. That suspension getting put through its paces. And there we are through the finish line. Corey Tasinski. 33.840 for Corey. 33.840. That wraps up our second round of eliminations here. Rolling into our third and final shot at it. We are moments away from crowning an AMA DrifterCross champion. A little bit of track maintenance and we'll be back underway. Out here coming to you from mid-Ohio. It is one wild party out here. We got the boys going wild all weekend, throwing down on Harleys out here. Sly Fox Performance DrifterCross in the house at mid-Ohio. We got riders from all over the country. These guys are throwing down, giving it their all, pounding on these bikes. We appreciate each and every one of them coming out here, making the trip, beating on their equipment. Thank you all.
Jake Masters.
All right, I'm standing here next to Jake Masters, one of our former DrifterCross competitors. Jake, road racing today, out here checking out DrifterCross tonight. What do you think, man?
This is awesome. This is such a cool event. It's sick to have all these boys throwing down out here. It's crazy how fast they're going. It's honestly awesome to watch.
You jealous you don't have a dyna here to rip?
Yeah, I wish I was out there, but hey, I don't know if I'd have anything on these guys.
Man, they're really throwing down out here. We got some wild guys out here. Some of these bikes are just nuts. Every time we do this, I'm blown away by what shows up. The bikes just get cleaner and cleaner. These dudes are wild.
Yeah, I know. Some of these guys are literally getting 0.2, 0.3 seconds off their times, and that's so much. Like, people don't realize that little time is money on the line. So, yeah, cool to watch.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming out, Jake. We're stoked to have you, buddy. Some of the boys sitting here in the pits thinking about what can I do to shave that little bit off? How can I move myself up? We are kicking it off into the evening out here at Mid-Ohio. The sound of pit bikes and kids going crazy in the background. Stuff is absolutely nuts out here. They had a swap meet. Road racing all weekend, pit bike racing, on-road, off-road racing. It is nuts out here. Even jumped on the parade lap earlier. Followed the whole gang around. Got some footage. Follow along to see all that. DrifterCross on Instagram, Sly Fox Performance page. You'll see it all there. Go ahead and look for our sponsors as well. Black Widow Investigations. Give them a follow. Mint Speed Shop. Of course, Lexington. Can't forget Bagger Racing League. The AMA. Mint Speed Shop. We got Legends on board. Fueling for all your horsepower needs. A lot of these guys running a fueling cam chest out here. Seems to be one of the favorites amongst the stunt community. And again, if you're making the way to Sturgis next week, we will be out there this coming weekend throwing another DrifterCross party at Buffalo Chip in Sturgis. We're going to turn up out there. The bike weeks get absolutely crazy with DrifterCross. So if you can make your way, come on out, see it in person. For those of you watching at home on the live feed, it is a totally different animal in person. You've got to see it to believe it. This is unlike any other show on two wheels you have ever seen. All right, let's roll back into the action for our final round of competition eliminations here at Mid-Ohio Sly Fox Performance DrifterCross. We are just one round away from crowning this AMA champion. First ever. You win that thing, nobody can take that away from you. Nobody else gets to be first. You can put that thing over your mantle, check it out. Wear it to the grocery store. It's a championship belt. Do what you want. You're a champion. I'd rock it. All right, riders, let's get this party back underway. Rolling into the evening here, we're going to put on a show. I'm hearing hogs cranking up.
Watch out.
right, as soon as I stop standing in the way, we're going to get Trey Don't Play from Vulgar USA out here. Trey is out there on a sick one, hanging that thing way out, left-hander out back, coming into that right-handed donut. The boys from Vulgar USA showed up to show out. Rolling on into this left-hander. Trey is fast down that back straight, rolls into this left-handed corkscrew turn out back. Trey Don't Play. $33.9 for Trey there, $33.9 on that run. 9.24. Up on the line now, we got Tyler. Violent wheelies, hitting the track now. Might actually have one of the loudest bikes in this deal today. That thing is killer. All over it out back, rolls into that right-handed donut. Hard on the gas, all over that brake, send it up for that left-handed turn. Tyler is on that back straight, throwing everything he's got over the back tire to get the bike planted, get some traction going. Tyler is hard on it, makes a nice clean run right down the middle of the finish line. Good run for Tyler. Coming at us with a 36.872. Coming back up now, the pride of Rhode Island, Al Jimis. Al all the way out here to do his thing in Ohio. Launches that little Dyna. Out back, kicks that thing to the right, slides her left. Brake locked, hitting obstacle number 2, nice and clean around it. Obstacle number 3, like cakewalk. Front end getting real light on the ground out there on that little straightaway. Al laying into it for every little bit that it's got. He is on it. Clean out the gate is Al Jimis. Al rolling through with a 33.576. Great run for Al. Coming up next to the line, the young gun, 18 years old, Jordan from Cassian Cycles. Just 2 months on this Harley, learning how to drift, and he's here. To me, that is absolutely nuts. These are the guys that's going to push this sport further and further. Clean around obstacle number 2 with that donut. See that bike suspension rocking all over the place as he throws his weight around. On, off the brake, on, off the brake. Hard on the throttle, shooting through right on back out there. That left-handed donut, man, they trip a lot of people up on the transition there. Hard on the brake, slides it around. Some skilled riding by the 18-year-old. 40.344. 40.344 for Jordan. Coming in next, we got Cyrus Diaz on that pink pig all the way out of California. That is quite the trip to get here. Dyna Dix Deals on board as a sponsor, helping him make his way. Brake locked, kicking it around out back there. That right-hander scooting himself all over that bike, trying to shift momentum, get the bike going right where he wants it to go. Get the power planted, keep it hooked up. Sliding it out through that big left right there into the straightaway. Cyrus grabbing gears. We're down low at the finish line. We're going to get a good clip. Twin cam getting rowdy. Cyrus Diaz in the house. Cyrus rolling through with a 37.502 on the pink Boyg. Gabe Scott on the line now, the Sly King, Road King. Into that back left. He's got a little strategy he's playing with, it looks like, on that corner. Out back, obstacle number 3. Laying floorboards on the ground. Saddlebags just inches off of the ground there. Here, a little floorboard on that one. Giving this big bagger everything she's got. Gabe Scott coming out of California on the Road King with a 33.499. Gabe Scott. Corey Tasinski putting on a show, putting a little heat in the tire, having some fun. Corey's got the visor down, all the safety gear in place, everything he needs for one fast run here at DrifterCross. Corey Tasinski's around turn 1 in style. Seen a lot of skilled riding from this guy all over the country. He is locked in on the bike, swinging left. Shoots it straight through, back on out to this left-handed donut out here. Running across that back straight. Gets the bike all set up for this last right-hander on all the power it's got. Sending it right there. Corey looking good with a 33.397 for Corey. 33.397. Puts on a show, lays down a number. Corey's having a blast out here, and we're happy to have him. Not to mention that's on a borrowed bike. That is nuts. Jump on some stuff you don't ride. Obviously has a good friend who's like, hey, beat the absolute garbage out of my bike for me this weekend, would you? Oh, yeah, no problem. All right, we are going to go over our data, and we are going to crown an AMA DrifterCross champion here at Mid-Ohio Raceway. Hang tight, stay tuned. We're going to come at you in just a few with our podium. We will see you all soon. We're going to lay that sweet belt on somebody. If you're at home on the live feed, we're going to get things set up here, and we're going to move on over to our podium, and we are going to crown our top 3 for you. We got everything from belts to prizes for the podium finishers. These guys came out, they laid it all on the line, they put on one hell of a show for us all, and we're happy to have them out here at Mid-Ohio for Sly Fox Performance DrifterCross. right, we got a few things to get ready here for the folks watching on the live feed at home. We got to get our podium all set and ready, move a couple of cameras, a couple of things, and then we're going to get this thing wrapped up. And we are going to crown our first ever AMA DrifterCross champion. That is something nobody can take away from you. There's a lot of milestones, but being first, nobody can ever change that.
Or just his rent-a-car, back it up.
Yeah, that thing's got way.
Nah, it's gonna look shitty.
I don't. How's the lighting look right now?
Did that work?
I'd like to give another round of shout-outs to our sponsors here in Mid-Ohio, our DrifterCross sponsors. We've got, of course, the AMA coming on as a sanctioning body. We got Mint Speed Shop, making you and your bike look good. Apparel, parts, you name it, Mint's got it. Sly Fox Performance in the house, of course. Lexington.
You got it? And there's the times as well. So you can go all the way to 7 and call everybody.
Okay.
And we'll have a printout on the side of the rig.
All right, we are getting closer and closer. They're handing me more mics, more paperwork.
I think as long as the camera guys and everything are ready.
It's coming down right now. Don't? All right. Want to thank everybody for everything today. Coming out, the riders pounding on their bikes, putting themselves through hell. Nothing is easy about what we've done today. Arm pump, cramping up, beating on the bike, beating on yourself. Soon as you get done digging around on your keyboard there, why don't you go check out a whole bunch of our sponsors. Tell your friends about this. Send the link out. This will stay posted on the YouTube channel, Sly Fox Performance. You guys can go back through, watch it, check out all the action. If you want to get a little better look, get a bird's eye view of the whole deal. How you feeling? Good. Good. Got one of our competitors here that was out here yesterday, took a nasty spill. We're happy to see him out here today. Bryce, straight vicious stunts, right? Bryce, how you feeling today?
A little sore, but I'm happy to be out. Better to watch it from here than from the hospital bed, so.
That is for sure, dude. We are happy to see you back. You got a standing ovation from all the riders, all the crew when you pulled back in. Not in the shape we want to see in, but we know you're going to be back. We know you're going to be better. You, the Dyna, you'll both get patched up, and we'll have you back. What do you think of everything this weekend?
I think the riders did great. I think it was an amazing event, amazing turnout, and I can't wait to see the sport grow.
That's what we're trying to do here, folks. We're trying to push this stuff forward, get it mainstream, get you guys an outlet, somewhere to take this talent, all this skill, get them out of the parking lots and push them to bigger spots. That's what we're trying to do here at DrifterCross. So we are moments away from getting everything all set here, getting the cameras all locked in place. We want to get every bit of this covered for you guys, whether you're here at home, just want to check it out later. Trying to cover every bit of action here for you, make sure we got everything set. We got a lot of proud sponsors on board that want to see this moment, be able to show up. moments away from our podium finish here. Cameras, wires, people moving everywhere. Lights getting set, backdrop getting placed. We got a whole bunch of anxious riders ready to see just how things shook out. These guys have put themselves through weeks of hell trying to get everything dialed in, get bikes set, get themselves all set and ready, get out here from all over the country. We got new guys out here. We got veterans of DrifterCross. Pumped to see the show these guys put on. We need it? All right. Jeff Canfield. Jeff Canfield. Got it. Alex Fox. Figured that out when we were 5, dude. Go time. You want me to just call the riders up in order here, 1 through 3, or do we do all 7? Yeah, call them up. Okay. Should we be in the shot? That's what I'm asking. I'll figure out right now. Everybody good? All right. We are wrapping up Sly Fox Performance DrifterCross. This was our first AMA sanctioned event out here in mid-Ohio. I've got Alex Fox of Sly Fox Performance with me here. I've got Jeff Canfield of the AMA here to help me present to our winners. First, coming at us from 3rd place, I need Al Jimmis up here. Al Jimmis, come on up here. Al, wonderful job today.
Do it again.
Thank you very much, Al. Put on a hell of a show today. We appreciate you. In 2nd place, might even be a little bit of a shocker. I need that guy with that big bad bagger, Gabe Scott. Gabe Scott actually kind of willed this into reality.
Thank you, bud. You're welcome. I did number 1. That's not number 1.
Gabe Scott working on fingers.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, sir. It's a pleasure, man. Thank you so much.
Coming in 1st place and being crowned our very first AMA DrifterCross champion. I need Corey Tasinski up here. Corey Tasinski. Coming out here on a borrowed bike is insane. The show you put on this weekend, man. How did it all come together? A borrowed bike, all the craziness and chaos that led up to it. How do you end up in this position?
A ton of frickin' hard work. I mean, this was really difficult putting that bike together yesterday and getting here, and just things just barely worked out, and fucking worked my ass off to lay down a good time on a bike I've never even ridden. But
it's wild, man. Yesterday you were a question mark for the event. Today here you are, our first ever AMA DrifterCross champion. You're now a 2-time DrifterCross champion. Took it home in Daytona Beach, does it again here in mid-Ohio. Let's get a round of applause for Corey Tasinski, everybody.
Just get everyone in for a group.
Can I get our other podium finishers and we'll get up here? All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap Sly Fox DrifterCross coming from mid-Ohio. Corey Tasinski, our first ever AMA champion. Great job by all of our riders. Wonderful work, everybody.